You're an okay dad. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
We had this baby out of a threesome.
It was not like a real threesome.
Okay, whatever. We had sex.
That was a threesome. Not my child. One sentence from Lil Scrappy started a storm, but the real story goes deeper. If you'd like, I can help you write just a strong hook or headline-style lines in English or Hinglish. Let me know what style you're after. Lil Scrappy said it himself. That was a threesome, not my child. That line lit up the love and hip-hop world like gasoline on a fire. One wild night, one baby, and now a full-blown war between denial and motherhood. Fans, blogs, and even castmates have all been weighing in, but behind the headlines, there's a real story unfolding, one that's a lot messier than just a reality TV soundbite. According to Shakira, the woman now raising that child, there's zero confusion. She knows exactly who the father is. For her, this isn't about clout or a storyline. It's about truth, about responsibility, and about making sure her child grows up knowing where they come from. Shakira has been clear from the beginning. She didn't ask for the cameras or the social media frenzy. She just wants Scrappy to step up and face facts. In her words, Scrappy is trying to rewrite history now that things have gotten complicated. She claims there wasn't just one random night that blurred into confusion. There was a real connection, a situation that lasted longer than Scrappy now admits. Shakira says Scrappy was around when she first found out she was pregnant. Texts, calls, meets, she's got receipts. But as the reality set in, so did Scrappy's silence. At first, things stayed quiet. No public statements, no press. But once rumors started swirling, Scrappy chose to go on the defensive. That now infamous line about the threesome wasn't just a denial, it was a wall thrown up to keep the questions at bay. And in the world of love and hip-hop, a bold statement like that doesn't just float away. It multiplies. Clips from Scrappy's interview got chopped up, reposted, turned into memes. Shakira's name started trending, whether she wanted it to or not. But here's where things get real. Shakira isn't playing the back-and-forth game. She's reportedly already filed for a paternity test. According to sources close to her, she's prepared to take things all the way through court, if that's what it takes to get clarity. Friends say she's exhausted, not from the drama, but from having to constantly prove herself when she knows the truth. Her child, now several months old, is already starting to ask questions about their dad. And that, Shakira says, is why she won't let this go. Meanwhile, Scrappy's side has stayed mostly quiet outside of that one explosive interview. People close to him claim he's focused on music, staying out of the headlines, and avoiding unnecessary stress. But in the court of public opinion, silence often speaks louder than words. Fans are divided. Some believe Scrappy's version, writing it off as a one-night mistake, blown out of proportion. Others side with Shakira, pointing out patterns from Scrappy's past relationships where things have gotten similarly messy. Adding fuel to the fire is the fact that both Shakira and Scrappy move in overlapping circles. Same clubs, same events, same reality TV network. It's only a matter of time before they cross paths again, cameras rolling or not. Insiders say producers are already sniffing around, trying to get both of them in front of the same camera for a love and hip-hop reunion special. Whether that happens depends on how things play out legally, and legally, things might get serious. If the paternity test comes back positive, Scrappy could be looking at not just public fallout, but real financial responsibilities, child support, custody agreements, the whole 9 yards. Shakira has made it clear she doesn't want a handout. What she wants is acknowledgement and stability for her child. At the core, it's bigger than just two reality stars caught in a headline-grabbing scandal. It's about a kid growing up with questions and a mother trying to make sure they get honest answers. Shakira's stance remains firm. This isn't about drama. It's about truth. And sooner or later, that truth is going to come out, whether Scrappy is ready or not. One thing's clear. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. Scrappy's side, he's made it loud and clear. In his mind, that night was fun, reckless, and blurred, but a baby. That wasn't part of his plan, and he refuses to claim a child from what he calls just a vibe. So who's telling the truth? And who's the third person nobody wants to name? Because this isn't just about paternity, it's a scandal that could flip reputations across the board. Let's rewind to that night. Scrappy, Shakira, and a third unnamed man all caught up in what Scrappy later called just a vibe. No labels, no expectations, no responsibilities. At least, that's his version. For Shakira though, that night became something very real. A pregnancy, diapers, midnight feedings, and a child who, according to her, looks exactly like Scrappy. Shakira didn't set out for scandal. She says Scrappy made the first move, reached out, told her he was tired of the games and looking for something real. That night wasn't meant to be more than fun until weeks later, the test came back positive. When Shakira found out, she says she kept it direct, no drama, no accusations. She simply told Scrappy it might be his. His response, silence. 3 days of ghosting, and when he finally replied, that now infamous line, that was a threesome, not my child. Shakira says she was stunned. Not just because he denied it, but because he acted like the night never happened, like he hadn't told her she was special. And the hardest part, according to Shakira, even Scrappy's mother admitted the baby had his eyes. Meanwhile, Scrappy was living like none of it mattered. Paparazzi spotted him out at dinners with Brittany, the so-called realtor. Better known for club appearances than selling homes. Receipts surfaced, timestamps, locations. Even a waiter's DM saying Scrappy was there, sipping tequila with Brittany, grinning like nothing was happening behind the scenes. Shakira, meanwhile, moved states. Yes, moved at Scrappy's own request, thinking he was ready to step up as a father. He told me, move out here so I can be close to my son. I left everything behind, she said. I didn't even ask him for money. Just his presence. But once she got there, silence. The only place Scrappy showed up was on Brittany's IG stories. That's when Shakira snapped. She went live and she spilled everything. I'm tired of being quiet while he plays house with that Magic City bottle girl, she said. You think you can play daddy in VIP while ignoring the child you made in a grown-up moment? And then she dropped the real bomb. It wasn't just me and you that night, right? So if you want to act brand new, let's call it what it was. A threesome. That's what you called it. And now you're hiding behind that word, like it erases your responsibility. And now, the whole world is watching. Who's really telling the truth? And what's Scrappy going to say next? If you'd like help reworking this into a video script, post, or structured article, just let me know. Is someone from the inner circle? Someone Scrappy's done business with, maybe even called a friend. That's the part that's about to take this from messy to potentially career-ending. Shakira's holding the final card. She hasn't dropped the name yet, but according to insiders, it's not about if she will, it's about when. And when that name hits public ears, it won't just be about paternity anymore. It'll be about loyalty, betrayal, and trust broken in a way that reality TV can't script. Producers are already circling, prepping reunion show segments and exclusive interviews. Scrappy's team is scrambling behind the scenes, trying to get ahead of the story, but the damage is already seeping out. Fans are connecting dots, matching social media posts, timestamps, and behind-the-scenes whispers. If the third man turns out to be who people are starting to suspect, someone Scrappy trusted, this could split alliances across love and hip hop and beyond. And through it all, Shakira stayed consistent. I didn't want this. I just wanted my son to know who his father is. But if you back me into a corner, I'll let everything go public. Now the question hanging over everyone's head, will Scrappy step up before Shakira says the name out loud? Or will he keep playing like nothing happened until the truth gets louder than the denial? Let me know if you'd like help shaping this into a script for a podcast, video, or written piece, with a structured intro, body, and closer. The pressure. According to sources, Brittany's been asking quiet questions behind the scenes, wondering if there's more to the story than Scrappy ever told her. Some say she even reached out to Shakira's camp privately, trying to get answers for herself. Because let's be honest, if that footage really exists, if there's video proof showing who was in that Airbnb, it's not just Scrappy's reputation on the line anymore. It's his whole circles. His business relationships, endorsements, TV contracts, all of it could get caught up in this fallout. Shakira's not making idle threats. From everything insiders are saying, she's holding on to that footage and those receipts like a trump card. She's not running to the first blog with a check. She's waiting for Scrappy to either step up or watch everything collapse in real time. Here's where it stands. Shakira says she dropped names if Scrappy doesn't take responsibility soon. Scrappy's refusing a DNA test while still playing social media like nothing's wrong. The third man, an artist in Scrappy's circle, caught on camera. And that child, still waiting. If you want, I can help you format this into a shareable script, blog post, or video narration. Just let me know the tone you're going for. raw and emotional. Neutral recap, or something styled like a breaking news expose. Shakira says she knows exactly who her baby's father is. Despite the situation involving 3 people, she insists, "I know who I was with, I know when, and I know it was you." For her, there's no gray area in the story. She's clear-eyed, focused, and unapologetic about her truth. In Shakira's eyes, this isn't about a wild night that went too far, or some twisted reality TV plotline. It's about a child who deserves to know the truth about where they come from, and who their father really is. But Lil Scrappy isn't claiming the child. Not publicly. Not privately. According to sources close to him, Scrappy is telling friends and family, "I don't know who else was in that room. I was lit. She brought someone else. That ain't on me." It's the kind of statement that's ignited countless debates online. Some fans believe Scrappy is simply trying to dodge responsibility. Others believe he's genuinely confused or at least trying to convince himself that he is. Adding to the tension are whispers circulating through social media and among castmates. Some claim Scrappy is telling people Shakira trapped him, suggesting she saw an opportunity and took it. Those closest to Shakira say that rumor couldn't be further from the truth. From day one, Shakira hasn't asked for money. She hasn't filed for child support. She hasn't threatened legal action. Her only request, repeated again and again in private conversations and public statements alike, is simple: she just wants Scrappy to take care of his child. Friends of Shakira say she's frustrated but determined. She's not looking to tarnish Scrappy's name or drag him through the mud. If she wanted drama, she could have gone straight to the tabloids months ago. Instead, she stayed quiet until it became clear Scrappy wasn't going to acknowledge the situation on his own. According to those close to her, Shakira's patience has limits. Now that her child is growing older, she feels it's time to set things right, not just for herself, but for her child. Behind closed doors, it's said, Shakira has all kinds of evidence supporting her claim. Screenshots of texts, photos, timeline receipts that show exactly when she was seeing Scrappy. People who were there, who saw them together, backing her up. But rather than launching into a public war of proof, she's opted for a quieter route, at least until now. Sources say she's considering filing for a paternity test if Scrappy continues to ignore the situation. Scrappy's camp, on the other hand, is focused on a different narrative. According to insiders, Scrappy feels like this situation is a setup, one that could damage his career and his image. Friends say he's been telling people he was too intoxicated that night to really know what happened, that he doesn't remember everything, that it wasn't just him and Shakira. There was someone else involved. But from what Shakira says, that's just an excuse. She's been firm. "I know who I was with. I know when. I know it was you." What complicates matters further is the fact that neither of them has gone fully public with everything. There's no interview from Shakira laying it all out. No Instagram Live breaking down the timeline. It's mostly been quiet rumors, back-channel conversations, and occasional cryptic posts. Fans following the situation have had to piece it all together themselves. The emotional weight of the situation is real for Shakira. According to those close to her, she's doing everything she can to raise her child with love and stability. But it's hard, they say, when there's a constant question mark hanging over the family. As the child grows older, those questions only get louder. Who's my father? Why isn't he here? Why doesn't he want me? Shakira isn't interested in turning her child into a headline. She's said repeatedly that she doesn't want the baby caught up in reality TV drama. For her, it's about making sure that when her child looks back one day, they'll know she did everything she could to give them answers. Meanwhile, the love and hip-hop world is watching closely. Castmates are already picking sides behind the scenes. Producers, according to industry insiders, have floated the idea of a reunion episode or even a whole new storyline focused on this situation. Whether or not Scrappy and Shakira would agree to appear on camera together is still up in the air. So far, both seem to be keeping their distance. But the pressure is mounting. From a legal standpoint, things could escalate quickly. If Shakira does file for a paternity test, Scrappy could be looking at not just public fallout, but financial consequences as well. Child support, custody arrangements, it's all on the table. And if he refuses to take the test, that refusal could speak louder than any denial. In the end, both sides have something to lose. For Scrappy, it's about protecting his image and his peace of mind. For Shakira, it's about securing her child's future and getting the recognition they deserve. But above all, there's a child at the center of all this, one who didn't ask to be part of a headline or a scandal, but who deserves honesty and clarity. Shakira's stance remains unchanged. This isn't about drama, money, or revenge. It's about truth. And sooner or later, one way or another, that truth is going to come out, whether Scrappy is ready for it or not. Ask ChatGPT. Things escalated when Scrappy and Shakira met privately in a parking lot. Witnesses say Scrappy shouted, "Why would I take care of a baby that might not be mine?" Shakira clapped back, "You didn't plan for me to leave my job, my home, and my dignity either. But you asked me to." Scrappy walked away, leaving Shakira in tears. Baby in her arms. Here's the twist. Shakira knows exactly who the third person is. If Scrappy won't step up, she's ready to bring that man's name into it. Fans have been speculating, was it another rapper, a cast member, or someone close to Scrappy? Shakira says, Scrappy brought the other man that night, not her. He wanted to try something wild. I wasn't with it at first. But now he's rewriting history. While Shakira fights solo, Scrappy's out partying with Britney, his new girlfriend. Insiders say Shakira's getting tired of staying quiet. She's lined up for a reunion taping where the truth might finally drop. According to Shakira's friend, the third man is someone Scrappy knows, someone he once called family, a man from the industry. Shakira said, "I know who I laid with. I got clarity." Meanwhile, Scrappy denies everything. Britney posts unbothered captions, but sources say she's anything but. She confronted Scrappy after Shakira's last live. He denied it all, but now even Britney's questioning it. Shakira has given Scrappy one last chance before she goes public, and she has more than text messages, security footage from that night showing Scrappy, Shakira, and the third man entering the Airbnb. The man, according to two sources, is a known Atlanta artist affiliated with Scrappy. That means Scrappy knew who it was all along. Shakira isn't chasing clout. She just wants her son to know his truth. If that man wants to hate me forever, fine. But my child will never grow up thinking he was a secret or mistake. Meanwhile, Scrappy keeps dodging DNA testing. Behind the scenes, he's nervous not just about fatherhood, but about the other man's name being revealed. Once that happens, everything changes. It won't just be about Scrappy's behavior, but about loyalty and betrayal. Now, Shakira's fed up. She's already contacted attorneys. If I have to serve papers, I will. I'm not raising this baby in confusion because two grown men want to play dumb. Sources say Scrappy is especially worried about the third man being exposed, someone married, famous, or both. Careers might shift. Friendships might end. But Shakira is done hiding. She's done begging. While they've been out clubbing, she's been handling bedtime bottles, doctor visits, and late-night cries alone. Shakira says her baby recognizes Scrappy's voice from old videos. He's asking for his daddy. And now, she's choosing her son over everything else. Within a week, if Scrappy doesn't step up, Shakira plans to publicly name the third man, not to shame anyone, but to stop hiding the truth. At the end of the day, one of these men is that child's father, and if neither steps up, it's the baby who loses. Shakira is not playing anymore. The truth is coming, ready or not, so now we ask you, do you think Lil Scrappy is the real father? Is Shakira telling the full truth, and who is the mystery man? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell because when the truth comes out, we'll be the first to spill it. Uncut, uncensored, and unapologetic.